Modern society, tall buildings, factories, and highways. This is the environment convenient for us, but also trapped for us. Melancholy, loneliness, and emptiness. These feelings never leave us no matter what conditions we are in. The continuous expansion of technology and human imagination makes dystopian movies never lacking in appeal. The theme of the film festival I planned is called A Lone Man in the Concrete Jungle, and I will use 11 films to show the indifference and warmth of modern cities and life choices of the marginalized group. I attributed this film into 3 parts, and each part focuses on one specific theme. The first part is called The Lonely Heart of Modern People. Start with Red Desert, we will peek into the heart of a spiritually fragile woman. She wants to feel warmth and love in interactions with others, but she failed to obtain comfort from family members and friends. While the industrial age has brought about a wealth of material, it has also made spiritual civilization empty and deficient. Crazy people or crazy era? Taxi driver posed the question to us. The protagonist is a victim of the war who suffers from insomnia. He drove a taxi and saw the dirty and unbearable side of society. He almost never received recognition in real life. As a result, he decided to fight against them through a violent method. Texas Paris is a story about the path for a middle-aged man to get self-salvation. In this film, it does not refer to Paris in Europe, but a place in Texas, which indicates a place for where the heart belongs. The film designed with affection, love, and other aspects. People constantly feel loneliness in the reconciliation with the past, but always escape from the reality of the plight. Life is not only material, but also relates to the future and the soul. Into the Wild focuses on young people's confusion about the meaning of life. This is a spiritual journey. He abandoned his wealth and reputation to join nature. On his journey, he saw a lot of scenery that others have never seen before. He did a lot of things that others could not do. But finally, he ushered in death. Melancholy is a story about patients with depression. The movie is divided into 2 parts. The first part depicts the sensitivity and abnormal behaviors of depression patients, while the second part shows the collapse of normal when the earth is about to be destroyed. But at the same time, people suffer from melancholy shows an extraordinary calmness. The second part contains 3 films and explores the interpersonal relationship in the modern world, which is called The Barriers Between People. Loneliness is everywhere. Sometimes, although close as husband and wife, it is difficult to understand each other's thoughts. Empathy is difficult because everyone is in different situations. Lost in Translation shows the relationship between 2 strangers in a foreign nation. They are attracted to each other and spend time together in a short period of time. I Killed My Mother focuses on the generation gap between mother and teenager. Adolescence is not only a period for psychological growth, but also a period of independent personality formation. It seems an eternal problem that when adolescent children meet menopausal parents, quarrels always seem inevitable. The contradiction between independence and being cared for has always existed. When you are betrayed by the whole society, you will choose to yield or resist. Never Let Me Go depicts an isolated society made up of human clones who are cultivated as organ donors. The impact of environment on people is huge and subtle. The long-term brainwashing education deprived their ability to think independently and normally ushered in sad endings. In the final part, I want to show that there is not the only choice to compromise or succumb to fate. Even in adversity, people can be strong. The single mother, who raised 3 children, was poor and lacked an educational background. These titles, which were extremely unfavorable to women in the secular sense, but failed to overwhelm the strong women. Then facing tough life, Erin never compromised to the status quo. She breaks the limitation of her background by being sincere and earnest. When your body is weak, your learning ability is weak, and people around you urge you to give up. Will you give up your dream? Even in adversity, people can still learn to be strong and brave. Faced with many disadvantages, Rudy persisted and created his own miracles, depends on his willingness and determination. Black Waters take a direct look at the confrontation between individuals and capital. In the process of fighting for the rights, the protagonist has been consoled, confused, and even threatened. What sustained the protagonist in a lonely lawsuit is his commitment to the victims. Loneliness is an innate feeling. The target of the film festival is to reveal the psychological conditions of modern people and the negative or positive psychological effects of urban life. Of course, the most important thing is to enjoy the movies themselves. Thanks for watching.